Good morning, students. Welcome back to Assimilate English with Sadaf. Today I am going to teach you barriers to communication. Let us first understand what is a barrier. Communication barriers are interferences or obstacles which limits the receiver's understanding of the message. Barriers may have the effect of entirely preventing communication, filtering part of it, or giving it an incorrect meaning. That means the process of communication has multiple barriers. The intended communication will often be disturbed and distorted, leading to a condition of misunderstanding and failure of communication. The barriers to effective communication could be of many types, like mechanical barrier, physical barrier, psychological barrier, and language barrier. So let us understand one by one. Barriers to communication, we will see four types of barriers: mechanical barrier, physical barrier, psychological barrier, and language barrier. Mechanical barrier. We use different instruments and machines for communicating our message. Very often, the selected medium itself becomes a barrier. Mechanical communication barrier are technical source of interference in the communication process. A mechanical barrier a mechanical barrier stems from a problem in a machinery or you can say instrument used to transmit the message, and this is not limited to media forms such as radio and television. It also includes machines used by those with hearing or speech impairments. An example of mechanical communication barriers are like noisy communication machines or instruments, or absence of means of communication instruments, transmission interruption, and power failure. So here are the examples of mechanical barriers: absence of means of communication, faulty instrument, interruption on television and radio. So these different barriers can create a hamper or an obstacle in the smooth flow of communication. Non availability of power machine, proper machines are not working properly, your internet connection is not proper, it is fluctuating. So these things can also create a hamper or an obstacle in the smooth flow of communication, and this is known as mechanical barrier. Now let us move on to another type of barrier: physical barrier. The major physical barriers are time, place, noise, and space. Some of them are easy to alter, whereas some may prove to be tough obstacle in the process of effective communication. So physical barriers are the environmental and natural condition that act as a barrier in communication in sending messages from sender to receiver. So let's see the different types of physical barrier. One is noise. Noise is a physical barrier to effective communication. Noise may have its origin from an external source or may exist even the communication loop. So these are the different types. Physical noise, outside disturbance, like if you're studying in your room and you can hear a very big noise, somebody's playing music outside your room or outside your flat, so your communication may get disturbed by that noise. Then psychological noise: inattentiveness. Something is going on in your mind and you're not able to pay attention to the sender. Written noise: bad handwriting type. If you have a bad handwriting, you cannot understand what is written. Visual noise: late arrival of employees. So all these are different types of noise that can hamper your smooth flow of communication. Then space: closed office door, barrier screen, and separate areas for people of different status results in creating a barrier to effective communication. So space and distance also creates a communication barrier. Every person has a natural territory that carries around with him or her. So one should be careful about how one enters another person's space. Territory also includes the arrangement of our office or home. Time and distance can also be a type of physical barrier. The frequency of communication encounters affects the human relationship. Different shifts, meeting at wrong time, phone call at wrong time affect the communication. So, timing also plays a very vital role in a smooth flow of communication. Now, distance. Faulty sitting arrangement at office may create some communication gap. Boss can minimize status difference between himself and his employees. So distance can also act as a barrier. Place. The place or the location where a communication process takes place can degenerate into a barrier to effective communication. So artifacts plays an important role in having a very good communication or smooth flow of communication or effective communication. So these are the different types of physical barrier. Now let's see and understand what is a psychological barrier to effective communication. Psychological barriers are due to the emotional character and mental limitations of human beings. These barriers results in absent-mindedness, the fear of expressing one's ideas to others, excitement and emotional inability, all accounting for an overwhelming number of communication problems. Any psychological state can affect your ability to send and receive a message. So you can say that communication is the influence of psychological state of the communicator, whether it be a sender or receiver, which creates an obstacle for effective communication. And communication is highly influenced by the mental condition that the communicator are in and is disturbed by mental disturbances. If the people if the people involved in communication are not emotionally well, they won't be able to communicate properly. So that is known as your psychological barrier. There are different types of psychological barriers like self-centered attitude, group identification, self-image, selective perception, defensiveness, filtering, status block, resistance to change, closed mind, poor communication skill, state of health, emotions. So there are different types of psychological barriers are there. If you have a inferiority complex, then it will create a barrier. If you have a superiority complex, like if you have a status problem, self image problem, then it will create a gap in communication process. Resistance to change, if you have if you are very rigid, you are not flexible, if you not mingle easily with the society and the people, you are not social, you like to stay alone, that will create a communication gap. If you are a closed mind person, if you are a daydreamer, if you dream, you are just busy in dreaming and dreaming, so you are not listening to others, so that will also create a problem. If you are a highly emotional person, you get emotional very easily, so that will create a problem in your communication. You're too happy, you become too angry very easily, you have a temper issues. So all these things are related to your psychology, your mental health. If your mental health is not stable, you will not you will not, never have a good communication skill, you will never have an effective communication skill. Now the last barrier is a language barrier. The inability to converse in a language that is known by both the sender and receiver is the greatest barrier to effective communication. When a person uses inappropriate words while conversing or writing, it could lead to understanding between the sender and receiver. The use of difficult or inappropriate words, poorly explained or misunderstood messages can result in confusion. So a language barrier is a figurative phrase used primarily to refer to linguistic barrier to communication. That is the difficulty in communication experienced by people or groups originally speaking different language or even dialects in some cases. So this is an apple, and in different language you can say it is written, people differently call apple in a different language, so it will become a barrier if somebody pronounce differently to a apple, because that's their mother tongue. So language barrier can be different languages, vocabulary, accent, dialect, represent national or regional barrier. Semantic gaps are the words having similar pronunciation but multiple meanings, like if I say no, 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 and K-N-O-W, no. So it has a semantic problem. Night, K-N-I-G-H-T, night, and N-I-G-H-T, night. Both sound similar but different in spelling and different in meaning too. So that can create a gap. Badly expressed messages, wrong interpretation, and unqualified assumption. And the use of difficult or inappropriate words, poorly explained or misunderstood messages can result in confusion. So that's all your barriers to effective communication. We have seen today meaning of barrier, then four different types of barrier: mechanical barrier, physical barrier, psychological barrier, and language barrier. So I hope you have understood all the barriers very well and you will perform very well in your next practical. So all the best. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you.